on to the light heavyweight battle between Glover and James Te-Huna.
It just ended. That fight was so lickety-splickety quick.
Right. It's funny, man. It's when they came out, it's like what we talked about before, George. It's like Glover Teixiera is just so fucking strong. He's got a great ground game, and the first thing I thought was, you know what, man, he's setting this guy up, Te-Huna, with these overhand rights, and the guy, and it's all of a sudden his hands are coming up, his hands are coming up, trying to protect his face, and I'm like, he's gonna fucking shoot in, and bam. Once he shot in and took him down, and then started doing the ground and pound, I'm like, this is gonna be a wrap. But he didn't seem like he could really get a good position on him to do anything. He was trying to rain down elbows, but nothing was really, really killing Te-Huna, But he controlled him so easily because he's so fucking big and strong. And then they jumped up, and that gave him the perfect opportunity to sink that guillotine, and then he just sat back down with it, and it was a wrap. But
yep. And very rarely do you see a guy in the 205-pound class pull guard. I mean, you don't see that a lot with the bigger guys. The littler guys do it, but I was impressed. I mean, in my opinion, I don't remember a lot of the bigger guys pulling guard. I mean, the last time I remember is that shit show in Strikeforce with was that Verdum and Alistair Overeem, where Verdum just kept falling on his back like a fucking turtle.
That shit was so fucking terrible.
Yeah, that was terrible. But I mean, I think if Glover's next fight doesn't make him the number one contender, then this should have made him the number. I mean, I don't. The 205 class, in my opinion, is probably one of the weakest talent-wise. Just because we're watching one of the most dominant performances of a champion we've seen in maybe forever, depending on how long this goes on, because he's destroyed everyone in his weight class.
Let me ask you this. Who is Alexander Gustafsson fighting now? Because he obviously
It better
was
be
hurt.
fucking John Jones, because I don't know who else he should fight.
Well, he got hurt when he was supposed to fight. Who was he supposed to fight and he got hurt? Just recently.
He was supposed to fight in Sweden, I thought, and then he ended up not. I don't know, but
whatever the case is, this could give him. I don't know if he's. I can't even keep up with the fucking cards, but he's obviously in line to fight somebody else. If he isn't, then that could make him fighting Glover would make sense, and then the winner of that fighting John Jones.
Right, but then does John Jones have to wait?
I know. Yeah, I mean,
depending on how his contract's structured, John Jones needs to fight again before the year's out. He should be fighting again, I would imagine, in November, December.
He should be fighting in the late fall. Yeah. I mean, so I don't know. I mean, the end result is Glover Teixeira did pretty much what.
When you let people who aren't in the weight class interject themselves and put themselves in a fight where they don't belong, they're outclassed, this isn't their weight class, you fuck it up for everyone else, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now. Yeah, it's a domino effect.
It is.
Because we're all standing around sitting on our fucking thumbs trying to figure out what's going to happen next.
Yeah, it's because with all the bullshit with Chael Sonnen, it was fucked up. It's just fucking stupid. That's it, and it's a lot of people that got turned off from it. But
now here's a question: you have Dan Henderson and Shogun getting ready to face off against each other.
Are they going to fight again?
Yeah, I think they're in the next numbered UFC. I think it's UFC 161. That's the main. That's the main card.
Okay. So they're fighting again?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Where the fuck
Does the winner of that then get to face John Jones? Or do we? Because now we got two other guys. I mean, what about Daniel Cormier, your boy? Is he going to make the weight cut?
If Daniel Cormier makes the weight cut, then you're going to immediately see him get a title shot, and people would be mad. But you know what? I think that's a guy where he's a top heavyweight. He could legitimately get a heavyweight shot. The only reason they're not doing it is because he trains with the current champion. So, I mean, I could see them giving Daniel Cormier a shot.
I'm sorry. I misspoke. Rashad Evans versus Dan Henderson.
That's what I thought. I wasn't going to say anything to you.
Shogun's on that, too. Shogun's fighting Nog.
I wasn't going to say anything, George.
At least I looked it up.
Because I'm thinking, as soon as we turn off the fucking camera and the mics, I'm going to be like, get ready to get attacked by the fucking keyboard cowboys.
Now I looked it up.
Like
so
George fucks up,
Rashad Evans versus Dan Henderson and Shogun versus Nog.
Right.
That's June 15th, but June 8th we also have another card too. That's the other Nogueira brother, I think's on that one.
Right. That's actually June 8th is he's fighting. Nog is fighting one of Nog. I don't know even know.
But anyway, what we're getting at is we both agree that this should put Glover toward the top of the 205 class, if not right on the cusp of, Glover wins one more fight. I don't see how you can't give him a title shot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
And I think John Jones should fight him. I mean, I don't think there's many guys left in the 205 class. I don't want to see him fight Machida. I mean, Daniel Cormier, Gustafsson, and Glover. Those are the three guys left. And that's if DC can make weight. Those three guys I want to see fight John Jones.
Yeah. Daniel Cormier, I mean, I think if that guy makes weight at 205 and he can, keep that power, and he'll probably be a little bit quicker. And if he can keep a good amount of that power and strength, that will be a good fight. Also, I would love to see him fight Big Country. Like you said, I just think that would be a great fight. They both have great hands. They got those stocky ass builds, and they're both great on the ground.